Hey everyone, welcome back to this freelancing series. So we have talked about advantages, what is freelancing, what are the types, and if you're directly jumping to this video, you should be watching the previous videos as well. So in this video we are going to talk about some drawbacks of freelancing. So some of you might have seen the good parts of freelancing and thought that okay, it's the best thing in the world and I will get started with it. But the thing is, you also have to look some drawbacks of freelancing, and we are going to talk about that in this video. The first and foremost thing is it also depends on the clients you are working for. Freelancing is not counted as a relevant experience. So if you want to targeting, you will be doing freelancing all the time, then it's fine for you. But later on in the phase, like you want to shift to some corporate job or any other job, freelancing is not counted as a relevant experience as compared to you are working for a company or as a software developer or anything else. So that also depends on the client. Many clients gives your experience certificate, you have worked for this amount of time and this amount of period, and this is the work you have done. But most of the company don't. They does give you the work you do, you get paid, that's it. That's the whole thing, overall thing. So this is one of the most disadvantageous thing. The next thing I found out is loneliness and lack of team building. So in freelancing, what happens is when you work for some client, they assign you tasks and you work as an independent contractor, and okay, your task is this, you do this, you submit it, that's it. So there is a less collaboration. In fact, there is a collaboration. If there is any collaboration, that will be with the less people, either with the developer or with any of your team members. That's it. You don't interact with the client's CEO or anyone else. You might be interacting, but I'm talking about the most preference cases. You only interact with the certain people. You do the work, you get paid. That's it. So this is one of the second disadvantages of freelancing. So here also lack of team building exercises. So in corporate, what happened is you have a team, there are several activities going on, and you are a part of like a family. So here in freelancing, there is an issue of this loneliness, and after a certain time you feel that okay, am I doing this right or not? So that's also depend on the people how you are gonna get. So next is work-life balance. So while freelancing, you are working from home, you are working from anywhere and any time zone. So sometimes what happens is there are two aspects of this work from home and work-life balance. So first one is time zone. So you work for various clients around the globe. So what happens is they want you to work on their time zone because they want to interact with you and get the things work done, and they want to get their preferred time. So if you want to get that work or freelancing job, you might apply for them, and you want to get job. They don't want like you only work for us. There are several people applying for that particular job, so you want to go for it. So if you're going for it, you have to work in their hours. So you might be night for their working time. It might be a night time in your country or have a place you are living for. So that's complete inversion of timings. This happens in most of the cases. Second is you are working from anywhere. So what happens in the work from home scenario, you are always available on your computer. Various people can separate this the work and life balance, but most of the time you work on the computer. You are always available, searching for other freelancing clients, searching for some other things as well. So this is one of the disadvantages, like you are always working and working and working. So a kind of work-life balance is bad in case of these things. So it also depends upon how you are managing time and how you are doing things. So next thing is everything you have to do by yourself, be it accounting, be it marketing, be it branding yourself. Everything you have to do it on your own. So imagine you're a developer, only development. You know to code, you know to deploy, how to test things. That's it. You don't know to market, you don't know how to develop your business, you don't know about taxes or things like that. So but in freelancing you have to do them all. You have to create the invoice, how many hour you are working, how you are working, and things like that. So you need to be one-man army. This also have an advantage that you learn a lot of things, but again you have to do everything, and workload is heavily on that. So this also affect work-life balance. So and you have to calculate everything, like expenses and everything. So this is one of the bad thing about freelancing. You have to do your own, but you get a good client, you can build up a team and divide the tasks among various people on your team. But again, if you're working as individual, you have to do it all. Next thing is I found out is inconsistent flow of money. Sometimes you'll having a good number of clients and good number of projects, and you are getting paid regularly and very good. But sometimes what happens is you are not paid even a single penny. You will have a lack of work, you will have a lack of project, so you'll be just sitting idle, or you will be learning some technology so that you'll be applying that on your projects. So you have to learn always to be in the market, so you have to take some gaps as well. So this is an inconsistent flow of money. Sometimes you have higher pay, sometimes you have no pay, so there is no consistency in the flow of cash. This is one of the things. Again, some clients might be late payers. You do the work, they block the payment, they see the work, they pay slowly. So this is the thing, that some clients are late payer. Again, one of the bad thing is you are not paying on the holidays you are taking. So you are going for some holidays and you think that some client will pay you. That's not done. They pay you on the hourly basis or contract basis, the work done, and they have no relation with you. That's it. So this is the harsh thing. And even if you're sick, you don't get paid for that. But in the corporates, what happened that you have sick leave, you have holiday leaves, you have various things, right? So these things you need to consider in freelancing. Suppose you are sick for a month, so there will no cash flow in your account. So that will be totally upon you, and what you have earned in the past, you have to invest that only. So this is one thing. And even going this ongoing pandemic, there are various lessons that came out from this pandemic. You have always searched for a client. You have to always keep searching. Okay, if I am going to finish this work on 30 days, so what I'll be doing after 30 days? You have to always keep on searching. So you have to always keep on working, and you have to always grow up your skills, so that it aligns to the market, what people are looking for. So this is one of the thing. So but various people knows how to manage these things as well. With the experience, they are doing very well. There are people who are working only 5 hours a day, and they are earning good amount of money. So it's always depends on the path you are in. It's not that it's bad, or it's not that it's always good. So it always depends upon you, what is your path, where are you based on, how you are experienced, how you are managing things, right? And this pandemic taught us that this freelancing could be hard thing. So when this pandemic hit, corona hit, so various freelancing lost their there are people who lost their in the corporate job as well. So the freelancer, we are doing contract position or any project, the clients left in between and said that okay, that's the amount we can pay, and we can't have you anymore. So they lost their previous client, as well as they were not getting clients for some other works as well. So this is the thing you have to always manage. Again, there are everyone's path. So I guess that's summarize some kind of drawbacks of freelancing. But again, it's highly depends. So we talked about good parts, bad part. Hope you decide like what you want to do, and what lies to you, and what contradict you. So that's it for this video. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I bring latest tech tutorials on this channel. Also hit the bell icon for upcoming videos. I'll be bringing more 3 to 5 videos on this series, and I'll be showing actual demo, like how things work on freelancing, how you can build by going to the website, and I'll be showing that okay, this is the things I've done. So I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye till then.